So as you can see here, I'm on the store page of Necrophosis, put out by Dragonas Ares and Adonis Bastiano. Okay, publishers Draconis Games. I don't care that it's not on sale anymore. You know, $15.99 is a very good deal with every penny. And look at that, Shadow Warrior 2. Well, I'll put the Shadow Warrior on hold for now, and I will get this Necrophosis, especially seeing that it works just fine. So give me a moment. And here it is. That's should have the full game now. Ah, here it is. Okay, so here it is. I can install. Look at that. This is how much space the demo was. What? Okay. Okay, Megavanan everyone, welcome back to a first impression video of a game called Necrophosis. This is the demo, but really, if I like this enough, I think I'll just buy it, even though I just checked on the Steam page and I missed the sale. It was on sale for around, I think around like $11 or $12, and now it's back up to $15. But that's still cheap enough, and if this is a really excellent game, I will purchase it. It is May 2nd, 2025, I think. Yes, it is May 2nd. And what else did I want to add? I just had it, what I was going to say, but this game runs on the Unreal Engine 5, which is the same engine that Oblivion Remastered runs in. So this would be interesting to check out, you know, if there's similar problems with, you know, stuttering and things like that. But before I begin, I just want to thank everyone, you know, who supported my channel. And I know the view count is low. I've said this before, but still, you know, sometimes there are new people that come across my videos, and even if you don't subscribe, you know, I still appreciate you guys watching, and just everyone who does consistently or even semi-consistently support my channel. I greatly appreciate you guys, and people that do come across and are just maybe only one-time viewer or something and just move on, or if you do kind of, you know, find yourself coming back and watching it more often, it would be nice. Maybe you can help, you know, support the channel and subscribe to the channel, just so it, you know, the algorithm gets shared a bit more. But also quickly, I just want to shout out some people. First of all, you know, everyone in my Adventurers Guild server on Discord, all are welcome. So if you still are interested in joining, you know, please do so. All the people who have supported me on the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, you know, I don't like, you know, asking for anything from people, or, you know, going out there or just begging for money. You know, I just don't like doing that. I believe in working and trying to earn money that way, rather than just going out there and begging for money. My most recent supporter, which is Kebab or Kebab, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but Kebab, who's also part of the guild, I do want to thank you. Thank you so much for your support on the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. That goes for anyone who's either supported me in the past, whether it's one-time support or membership. I treat all of you guys equally. I don't discriminate. So once you're on there, when I put you on my buy me a cup of coffee supporter section in the shorts, once you're on there, so people can see that. I want you guys to be acknowledged, whether it's just a one-time thing or a constant thing, or every once in a while kind of thing. It doesn't really matter. It helps me tremendously. I'm not, I have to struggle, let me say, to acquire funds, let me say. I'll also, well, I guess it's a good segue to say that, if I could change things in my past, early, mid-90s, I for sure would not have gotten a friend at the time, my best friend at the time, his name was Jason, a job where I worked at the insurance company. It's John Hancock Insurance Company, but they are no more. They have changed companies like a couple times now, a few times, and there's something else now. But it wasn't in a strip mall or anything where I worked, and where I got him the job also. But and at the time my mom got me that job, it's an office job. So, tall buildings, the corporate office, so, office hours, Monday through Friday, that kind of thing. I never would have gotten him that job because I got him the job and told him about the position I was going for. And when I came back from Christmas vacation, he had taken it from under me, and I don't know what he did behind the scenes, but slandered me in a way that I'm no longer working there anymore. Let me just put it to you that way. So I never would have gotten him that job. I just, if I would have known what I know now, back then what I would have done is just completely cut him out and not talk to him or call him anymore. But because of that, it kind of directed the way my life went from that point on, and everything just went really badly. The trajectory went very badly downhill from there, let's say, and it hasn't been good. And then I know a lot of people say they wish they could, go back to being young again, or, if I was 20 years old, or 30 even, or if I was 18 again, 19. Why so old? For me, I wish I was 5 years old again. 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years old. But, I think 4 or 5 is good because you have more, you're starting more early, you have a longer stretch. And the best times I think, for life, I feel. I know everyone is different, and I'm one of the few. Maybe from ages 5, but really from being a baby, born again, are the best lives, best times. But let's just go with 4 or 5 when you have memory. Let's say 4 or 5 up to maybe 12. Those are some good years, and then just die. I think that would be ideal. I think that's ideal. But anyways, I also want to continue with the shout outs. I want to shout out no particular order, but Mike and Todd and Scamp Water, I think his name is Wader, Water. Ayina the Kajit, Ari, Vic, Dean, Falagar, also known as Ree. Charlie. I'll call him Charlie, right? But all his name is in caps, and he recently left a few comments. But Charlie Luck or Charlie something. Thank you for your support and just commenting and stuff like that, and being a friend over here on YouTube for me. Shout out to Cinematics, Also, another person I'll unofficially shout out, because this person said, you don't have to shout me out, you don't have to shout me. This person greatly appreciates that, but, you know, keep saying, you know, I don't have to do it, you know. So, you know who you are if you do come across this. I don't think you're watching it, but if you are, I'm still kind of giving you a shout out without a name. So thank you. Shout out also to Kate, to who else? Also to Scott, to I keep thinking I missed some people. I'm sure I missed a lot of people, but I think that's good enough for now. Okay, if I remember people as I'm playing, I'll go ahead and just shout out the names. But okay, yeah, my temp is going up to 73, 72. I don't like that, so let's just go ahead and get started. So this is supposed to have like a Lovecraftian look to it and feel. It's a puzzle game, something like Myst with, like I said, a Lovecraftian twist to it.
To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower.
If you've seen the first Angelina
hold
Jolie
infinity in the
Tomb Raiders,
palm of your
she said
hand,
that, to see the world
and eternity in an hour.
Oh, Landis. I want to shout out Landis. That's Landis, which is the fixed land. So shout out to Landis. You'll see all of their names down below, and you click on them and it brings you to their channel. So I am skinless. Oh. Holy shit, this is... Okay, I'm going to adjust the mouse, if I'm able. The sensitivity. I don't think... What is input sensitivity? Toggle run. Yeah, let's do that. I'm used to that now. Inspect sensitivity. Let's do that. Look at that, it's going smoothly here. Oh. Oh, I see. So this is the inspect. I should have this go by a lot more quickly. An eyeball, okay, very good. I shall take it. And for inspect, let's have that go quickly. Yeah, like that. More flesh and bone will be formed. Open inventory. Middle mouse button. I don't like that. Let's also work? I don't like that. Aye. Oh yeah, see, much better. Bloodshot eye. Oh, what are you? Don't want to look at it. How do I get out of there? Oh, 2 eyes now. Okay. Good. Give me a moment. Okay, so I think I had to start over. I left the game because I didn't want to just, you know, be in the game and use up my GPU, or, you know, just have my GPU work hard. Oh shit. Right, I have my inventory still. Fuck, I didn't keep it. I wonder why. Maybe because it's a demo. Is there quick save? No. P for photo mode. We'll just swap. Yep. Q to swap. Okay, okay. If necessary, more flesh and bone will be formed. Necessary desecration, the gift of rotting husk. Oh, so I'll put the eyes in here. Welcome to Island. Are you a woman? I know you love the killing, but you's an empty shell inside. Screwface, played by Basil Wallace. the Dwight Little movie, Marked for Death, starring, of course, Steven Seagal. Walk upstairs. This is the realm of death and no other. This is where gods are dead and old ones suffer. These graphics are very, very good.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and snare of cold command. Tell that its sculptor, well those passions red which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
Ozymandias,
Nothing
I know
beside
that
remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
Seems smooth.
burden of choice falls upon thee. As the hour draws near, thou shalt stand at the crossroads of death and rebirth. For chaos hath already laid waste to realms untold.
There's also a little Guillermo del Toro, Guillermo del Toro aspect to it. Think Pan's Labyrinth. But there are other influences. There's of course Hellboy 2, when they were down in the it was that marketplace, Goblin's Market or something, Troll Market, something like that. How do I save? You know, I must save this thing. Perhaps it is that you just cannot save in the demo. The tongue is full of carvings rendered in an ancient script that reveal the following: the perpetual fade of consciousness. All that exists is condemned to suffer in endless torment. For in this realm, life and death are but hollow echoes, stripped of meaning. In this vast garden of bone, each remnant stepped upon belongs to a being that fully matured in a state of eternal unlife. Although completely spent, they cannot die, they cannot rest, nor can they see, speak, move, think, or feel, still forced to exist, yet entirely unable to be. As the body rots and physicality fades, the last fragments of consciousness eventually drift away, forming an oppressive strain of emotion. The spiteful shape of fear, pain, and anger, compounded by the misery of all beings, forced to dwell on this plane. To witness this torment, one need only look up. with a repulsive gait, seemingly preying at nothing. There's also an HR Geiger aspect to it as well. All those things. a display of bygone authority, pitiless as one's decay is inevitable. You know, I can tell you already, and I could have told you this maybe at least 10 minutes ago. I'm just going to buy this game. Death. The other one had to have been life or something like that. Yes. Some sort of balance.
As a monument to this forsaken world, once a servant to a divine god. Eons have passed since the cosmos met its demise. Beware, for this realm has morphed into a somber vault, and now you are woven into its enigmatic tapestry.
Probably now I can get the brain. Ah. Oh, okay. The brain just fell down. I didn't notice that. I know it might be odd to say, but it is truly a beautiful looking game, and I know it's just kind of scary looking or bizarre, but at the same time there's something beautiful about it.
ancient eyes behold the rare sight. A lone wanderer, venturing into our desolate domain after eons untold. Bound by the unyielding grip of Necrophosis, we, the Elder Gods, are surprised by your presence. Few like you have dared to tread this path. Yet, here you stand, a glimmer of hope in our eternal suffering. Should you choose to aid us in our plight, freeing Hnum from his eternal servitude, we shall grant you passage to your destination.
Perhaps a tool. You know, another thing that just occurred to me, a little bit of Hellraiser as well. Skinless also. Just, I like this. Well, okay, I think this is a good enough first impression video. Have a very good idea what to do, what to expect, and okay, wait. Konam wishes to grant the old gods death. So I love this game. I love it. It's relaxing, even though the content is very dark. But at the same time, it's relaxing. It's beautiful. In a grotesque kind of way. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Look at this art style alone. Incredible. And it seems to be moving slowly. Not slowly, perfectly fine without any kind of stutters, really. Now maybe that's because Oblivion, it's a little different. It was, rebuilt, with a combination of the creation engine and putting the Unreal Engine on top of it, and plus a lot more content to it. So that could be the cause of the, the occasional brief micro stutters that you get. And my specs on my computer exceed the recommended, and it still happens. But okay, this is it, guys. Necrophosis. I highly recommend this game. A shout out to all those people as well, and needless to say, shout out to the people who created this fantastic game. It is a combination of Lovecraftian and a little bit of Hellraiser and H.R. Geiger, a little bit of all of these things. See you. Beautiful.